Okay, 19 cents. Not sure what happened there, but when I clicked the smartboard, the video stopped recording, so this is the second part of the video. And we're going to show 19 cents on our board. Okay, Bryson, what do I need to do to make 19 cents? Okay, can you still tell me the answer though?
3 nickels.
No?
No, you could do 110.
110, which is not called a 10, but it's called a dime. Good. So 10, a 5, which makes it 15. And we call this what? Nickel. Right? And then what next? 4 pennies. So that's 16, 17, 18, 19. Okay, next one. So clear your desk. Clear your board. Okay, now we're going to do 48 cents. 48 cents. I kind of messed up on the second one. 48 cents. Using the least amount of coins, 48 cents. Kaylee? Okay, a quarter, she says. 25. So that's 35, 45, 46, 47, 48. Good. Remember, we're using the least amount of coins, not whatever we want, okay? So clear that. Now I'm going to show you an amount, and you guys are going to have to add it up on your board, okay? How do we add up money? What do we need to make sure we do, Allie? That's not really explaining anything, sweetie. How do we add? Evangeline?
Do the dollar sign, 0. Is that the biggest number?
Dollar sign, 0, and what else? Decimal. Good. So if I were to make 48 cents correct for adding, I would put $0 decimal. I don't need the cent sign anymore, okay?
But where do you need the dollar sign?
Okay, so let's just go ahead and keep our 48 cents. And I'm going to add this amount. Okay, 2 dimes and 3 pennies. Okay, so now I want you to tell me what this would equal if I have 48 cents up here that we already found, and let's just say Aaliyah finds this amount on the floor, 2 dimes and 3 pennies. How much money does she have now? Okay, I want you to show your work. So when I come around, I don't want you to just have an answer. You need to show me. So first, I'm unpausing after we've worked this out. So we need to have 48 written down already. And then if I find this amount on the floor, I first need to figure out how much this is, right? So these are 2 dimes. That's 10, 20, 21, 22, 23. So if this was on a paper, we would label it and skip count, right? We could also cross out the coins, and we do that so we don't count them twice. So now I'm going to line up my decimal. 2 goes under the 4, 3 goes under the 8. 8 plus 3 was 11. Carry the 1. 1 plus 4 is 5, plus 2 is 7. 71 cents. Okay, and there are 2 ways to write the dollar sign if you haven't noticed that yet. We could write it with 1 line down the middle or 2 lines down. Okay, all right, clear your boards. Are we ready? Okay, I'm going to put an amount on the screen, or here, if you guys, if it's easier to see it with real coins, I'll do it like that. So we'll do both. I'm going to put out the amount, and you guys are going to tell me what it equals. Okay. Let's do that. Okay, so if this is my amount, I want you to add it up correctly on your board. Show me what you would do if this money was on right there in front of you. What would you do? These 2 pieces right here are what?
50.
They're quarters, so 25. So what I would do if this was on my paper, I would label and skip count. So 25, 50, starting with the biggest coin. These 2 are what? But David? Dimes. So now I would count by 10. So going from 50, I would say 60, 70, and 71. So 71 cents. Okay? Okay, let's do a couple more. Oh, let me get this. So is it easier to see the real coins or the coins that are on the smart board?
The real coin.
Okay, these are kind of hard because the faces you can't really see. I can see it on my computer screen, but y'all can't really see it on the smart board. Okay, I'm going to show the coins underneath the document camera like this, okay? Okay, so here's our new set of coins. Okay, now show me on your board how you would count these up. I like that some of y'all are go ahead and you're drawing out the coins and you're labeling the circles with the amount. That's a good strategy. So I'm going to pause and give you guys time at home to get your money put on the screen and add up the amount. Okay, so if these coins were on a paper or an assignment, we would do what, guys? What is a strategy that we've learned? Kelsey.
We've learned to label our pennies and stuff. And
Okay,
I
good.
label.
Good. So you drew a picture out on your whiteboard of each value of the coin. So this is what Kelsey's doing. She's drawing a circle on our board to represent the coins. And then she put the number inside. So what would the number be inside this one?
5.
5. Okay, 10.
15, 20, 25.
Okay, so those were all nickels. Did y'all realize that?
Yes.
You see how some of the nickels look like this one and some look like this one, the heads. The tails pretty much looks the same, okay? But just know you'll see more than one style, this one and this one, okay? So that's 25, and now what should I skip count by? David? Dimes. So I could even go over here and write the value of the nickels first. Okay, and then I could go and count my dimes. So this would be 10, 20. 20 cents plus a penny would be what? 21. So then I could just calculate that, those two amounts, by adding. 5 plus 1 is 6. 2 plus 2 is 4. Make sure the decimal goes and the 0. Okay? Any questions on that? Did anybody solve this a different way? Did y'all just skip count the whole way?
No.
Y'all added up the two different amounts? Okay. All right. Okay, here is your new amount. I have added a new coin, so let's see if we can recognize a new coin that we haven't been using. Okay, go ahead and find the value of these coins. Okay, I'll give you another minute or so to get your answer. You're still working it out. Okay, Evangeline, what did you get? You got your hand up. $1.11. Okay, Aaliyah, what did you get? Oh, two different answers here. $1.16. David? $1.16. Kelsey?
$1.16.
$1.16.
$1.16.
So let's count and see what we got. Okay, so if this were on a sheet of paper, Judea, what would you do to work this out? Or what should I expect to see on your paper?
I would just count them all.
You would just count them all? Okay, like skip counting? Do we start with any coin or should we start with the highest?
Highest.
Highest. So the highest was what?
$half.
$half, which is 50. Oh, hold on, let me get my pen. Okay, so we're going to skip count and label as we go. So 50 plus what? What comes next? 25 would make it 75. Now, if that's too hard for you to skip by, going from 50 to 25, adding 25, then you just need to add it up over here. 50 plus 25, real quick, equals 75. Okay? Now I'm going to go on to the next highest coin. So 75, and I would go now to the dimes. So is this a dime?
Yes.
Okay, so 85. What comes next? 95. Now I want to go ahead and just make this 100. So instead of skipping by another 10, because this is a 10, right? I'm just going to go ahead and add a 5 because I know once I get to 100, it equals what? $1. So this is 95 plus a 5, which would make it $1. Okay? So now I have $1.10, $1.15, and $1.16. Good. Okay, So we're able to recognize the coins correctly, right? We know the values.
Yes.
So if I took away the colors, if it was just black and white, we would still be able to recognize what they are worth.
Yes.
Okay. So $1.16 was correct. Are there any questions before we move on to our assignment? Because all you're doing today, guys, is counting money in your books. Okay? Does that mean we forget everything we learned and we just circle answers?
No.
No, you should be labeling coins. You should be counting, starting with the highest coin and going down to the lowest.
Do you get tickets
Okay?
for this one?
No. Then, if you want to add it up out to the side, make sure you're using your correct place value and lining it up by the decimal. Okay?